have tonight a veteran to talk about militarism. It's one thing for me to talk about it, sometimes they'll say, well, you're not a veteran. But we have a veteran, a decorated veteran, who's coming tonight, who's a leader in the corporate community here in North Carolina, and he's going to talk about that. Good evening, everyone. My buddy Pat was the airman's airman. His uniform, the sharpest. His boots, the shiniest. Not one hair out of place. We ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner together. We were family. One afternoon, he stopped by my office, joked around, hugged me, and told me to stay out of trouble. Over the rest of the weekend, Pat visited his friends and fulfilled all the promises that he hadn't kept. Monday, at about 7:30 in the morning, an airman burst into my office and shouted, "Sergeant Gibbons, Gonzalo just shot himself at his desk." I grabbed my gear and I headed over to the building, and I was the second person on the scene. Our command chief said, "Gibbons, guard the side door and don't let anyone in." Pat came to work and placed his paperwork on his desk for his family, a letter to his boss, John, and he took his life with one shot. It's still hard to believe to this day. I have personally walked back 3 airmen from committing suicide, but I lost one that I didn't see. While the VA is working to improve its mental health services and suicide, PTSD rates are alarmingly high. About 22 veterans commit suicide every single day. We must address this issue. We cannot forget about the wounded. If you spend 30 minutes at the Center for Intrepid, it will change your life. Servicemen and women who served in Iraq and Afghanistan have sustained devastating injuries and catastrophic conditions, amputations that previous generations never before faced. The CFI provides training to help veterans use prosthetics, perform everyday tasks, and reintegration into society. This transition can be especially difficult for people of color. Willie Westwood, my grandfather, World War II. Alfonso Lumpkin's grandfather, Korean War. My father, Gerald Sr., Vietnam. And I served in Afghanistan, Iraq, and the global war on terror. Our nation has a shameful history of its treatment of African American veterans when they return home from war. W.E.B. Du Bois wrote, we return from fighting, we return fighting. From Starbucks to Waffle House, from school buses to golf courses, from standing in backyards to sitting in cars, from license gone hunting to being unarmed. It's hurtful to endure and survive the battlefields of war, only to return home and to be treated like a second-class citizen, unworthy of 2 minutes in a Starbucks. Address suicide. Take care of the wounded. And remember, African American veterans still face racism too.